If you ever wanted to copy something between your computer and a server, SCP, or Secure Copy, is the tool for you. The usage of SCP is pretty simple. If we just type SCP, it will error out and tell us exactly what we have to type. And the stuff that's important is down here. So user at host1 : file1, user at host2 : file2. This works the same way as copy, meaning it'll copy from file 1 to file 2. The thing that differentiates this from copy is that file 1 and file 2 don't both have to be on the local computer. Either one can, but you can specify a host, which means a remote computer, and if your current username is different from your user on that host, you can also say user at. So for instance, if I have an account on the pup server, and that account is Sam King, then I could say SCP Sam King at pup.stanford.edu : file1. So let's say that in my home directory, I have a file called foo, and that I want to copy that to a file named foo in the current directory. This is just like SSH in the sense that you have to log in to the remote computer, in this case pup.stanford.edu, and when you log in, it'll copy the file over. So you can see here it displays the progress of copying, and now if I ls, there's a file named foo in the current directory. As we saw in this example, we had a file named foo in our home directory on pup.stanford.edu, so when you specify the location of a file on a remote computer, it will be relative to that home directory. In this example, we copied from a remote file into a local file, but we can also copy from a local file to a remote file. So let's copy the foo file that we just saved here, and let's copy that onto pup.stanford.edu. And I can leave out the Sam King at, just like I could have left out Sam King at here, because my current username is Sam King, and which means that it will automatically fill in Sam King for that username, just like on SSH. And I want to copy foo to pup.stanford.edu, and let's rename this file bar in the home directory of my user at pup. So here I'll have to log in again. And then if we SSH into pup, you can see that there's now a file called bar. And since we copied foo into myth and then back into pup, foo should be the same as bar. So if we cat foo and cat bar, we can see that they're exactly the same. And this example was a little bit silly because pup and myth are both computers on Stanford's AFS space, which means that the file systems on both of them are actually exactly the same. But if you ever do have a file that is local on a Linux machine, and you want to copy it over to the network, or you want to copy something from your AFS space on Stanford's machines down to your local computer, then you can do that using SCP.